At this point, I think it's pretty safe to say that the Switch has been a success. It's this awesome combination of portable and home gaming. It's got some great first-party games on it, but for all those benefits, it does have some downsides and some negative quirks, some of which honestly just don't make sense in 2017. Like the fact that right now, there is no built-in or official way to do wireless headphones on this system. There's no Bluetooth, there's no proprietary wireless connection, nothing. And this is something that was present in the Vita almost 6 years ago, and it's not in the Switch. Now, I've been thinking about this problem a lot recently because I love using my Switch as a dedicated handheld, but I'm honestly not a huge fan of its built-in speakers. And while I can use wired headphones, I don't like having to be connected to my system in case I do something like set it down and then drag it off of a counter. Which is probably happened more times than I care to admit. The point is, I want a wireless solution. And so something I decided to test out were Bluetooth transmitters. And the results were, for the most part, pretty good. Let's dive into exactly how this worked out. So here's the deal. When you see good reviews on Bluetooth transmitters like this on Amazon or Best Buy or whatever site, it's not always going to be indicative of how good it'll be used in a gaming system. A lot of people are buying these kind of things to use them for, say, a Bluetooth speaker and just a sound setup they have. And in a situation like that, all they're worried about is sound quality. What they're not thinking about is latency, which when you're playing a game is a really, really big deal. And that's exactly the problem I ran into when testing some of these out. See, when we got these at first glance, we grabbed these two different models. Now, at first glance, I thought this one was going to be the better one because it's a built-in, all-one experience. You just plug it into the top, done and done. This one, on the other hand, doubles as both a transmitter and receiver. It has all kinds of additional adapters and different options of ways to set it up. A little more of an all-in-one package, but it looks a bit like a mess when you plug it into your system. However, after testing both of these, I actually ended up having way less latency while using this Bluetooth transmitter, where there was still a tiny little bit, but it was very forgivable. Whereas this one, we're getting into situations where I hit a button and then I hear a sound go off right after. Now, is this latency bad enough to the point at which it's going to ruin your game experience? Honestly, not a whole lot. You know, depending on the game you're playing, yes. If you're doing something competitive where hearing a sound at just the right moments you can react and, life or death situations, yes, this can be a problem. But if you're just doing laid back casual gaming, it is a very small amount of latency that is honestly very forgivable. And oftentimes you won't even really notice it unless you're trying your best to really find and note whether or not sounds are happening right as you're pressing buttons and seeing things happen on screen. Really, if you're just looking for a solution for more casual gaming that you're doing on the go or laying back on the couch, this is a great solution as long as you don't mind having a little tab thing hanging off the top of your system. Now, an important thing to note too is that while I was working on this as being a solution for portable gaming, it'll actually work with a home entertainment setup as well, kind of like what we did with that retro Super Nintendo setup. See, when the Switch is docked, if you plug anything into the auxiliary port, it's going to override the audio going to the HDMI. So if you wanted to, on a docked Switch, you could plug this in and connect it to a pair of Bluetooth speakers, or maybe even in a headset if you don't want to keep people up in the house while you're playing a game like Splatoon, unless of course you're going to be screaming while you're playing. Now, of course, a wireless Bluetooth setup would be incomplete without headphones. Now, yes, you could go searching for a gaming headset that supports Bluetooth, but honestly, that really isn't the best choice for what we want to do here. We want something that's going to support good, casual gaming that you can do on the go, and it's going to give you great sound for a variety of games. A lot of gaming headsets, on the other hand, are designed more for just like dedicated multiplayer experiences, directional hearing, separating explosions and gunshots. Not what we need. Instead, you can go for something that's much more traditional, whether it's some in-ear headphones or just a better looking set of over-ears. They're going to give you much better all-around sound quality that you can use on the go or in a home entertainment setup like we said earlier. So did we find the perfect solution for our wireless headset problem on the Switch? Sadly, not just yet. The Bluetooth is going to give you a way to be able to do this comfortably and work in casual gaming, but like I said, there is a little bit of latency which will mess up some games, so you're gonna have to stick with wired if that is important to you. If not, this is a great little solution for when you just want to do some nice laid-back Zelda. Cut to Zelda gameplay with like smooth jazz playing in the background.